Remember, items in the hold may shift during takeoffs and landings.
Do you mind? I'm meeting some. Shh. The Phoenix. Nothing, it's just... Anyway, let's not get hung up on that. The Phoenix is a wanted man, and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium. Yeah, that's my codename for... you know. Oh. Yeah. I named you Cuckoo. It makes sense if you think about it, because I didn't know who you were, and old Earth cuckoos would routinely trick other birds into feeding them.
Can we pick our own codenames? I want to be Rolling Thunder. Wait, no, I got it. Dropkick Millstone.
I was really trying to stick with the bird theme. How about Bullfinch?
Wow.
Okay, but adding your last name kind of misses.
Oh, can I be chicken? Because chickens will adopt any critter's baby and keep them warm.
You sure you don't want to be Raven or Sparrowhawk?
Aw.
Okay. Chicken it is. Anyway, you're looking to make contact with Minister... I should warn you, it won't be easy. I've always...
Here we got 11 flavors of terror, right?
The other thing... Exactly. I started thinking... First, doesn't that... And then there's...
Sounds like my old job.
That's what... Sure, that part is. But one day the shredder broke.
I bet you repair.
Might have been... At first, they but they never... The whole episode made me... After a while... Whoa, Some of the guards... Maybe... Just. Afraid.
Okay.
What? Good luck.
Spacer's Choice Dehydrated Water Tablets. Just add air. Now available in carbonated.
Hey, stand back. You. I'm part of. Yep, you're looking at the ministers. The others took me out to celebrate on a... Oh, he's... Everyone tells me he's very private. That's right. Not just anyone is a... That's a great...
Captain, I can smell him from clear over...
Sure have, 'cause today...
He's got...
Anna.
Please allow. Greek studies.
Hey. Wow, listen to me. I'm so... Who am I kidding? Oh, laws. I gotta stop. I'm seeing at least 2 of you. I really shouldn't. I'll have the... You know, that's a very good point. I don't feel... I just need to sit down. Ah!
Is Matthew still drinking?
What was your family like, Felix? Did you ever know him?
I never knew him. I was a stowaway. That's what they call orphans who grow up in the back bays.
Oh, gosh. I'm sorry. That must have been lonesome.
Come on, Parvati, who you talking to? Imagine me pining after my family.
This property is on. This'll... That's funny. Sure you are. Typical.
Easy now.
Hey! Me? Well, look. You hear about that? Keep your shoulders up. Huh? Hey! What was that?
What was that?
How did you get in here? You're not one of my guards.
Oh, my law. Captain,
I don't know if I trust this so-called minister.
If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off. Slowly. Then that means
Final.
But stars, I shall endeavor. Was that a joke? Oh, this is such a relief. You've no idea how long it's been. Chairman Rockwell.
you've been all alone in this house?
Please, whatever it is that... How should I know? I've been under... But there is a way to find out. And perhaps whatever Rockwell's doing...
If by...
That's...
This all feels off.
Billy... Why, this... Halcyon... Via the Acropolis district, of course. But only... When you... The board's lack... I merely hid it in a book. There are... Wait! Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting... Please, but they... Why, indeed. I know so little. But... Lisa... What? I've... Once...
But the...
It's... Depending... Or... Perhaps there is hope. And now...
Hey, so look.
I don't know. What? It.
You must be joking. Our fair city is being overrun by a pox.
The Acropolis District. What in the? Honest miss.
Got your paperwork squared away? So what if those Amazon...
Did you hear? Marjorie Dalton and Archibald Harris are redecorating with real Christmas.
Got a promotion.
Sorry, I shouldn't talk. Not
Got
without
it.
signing a
Heads
waiver.
down.
What do you think? Oh, I guess, never mind then.
What do you think you're...
Looks like we're doing this.
Please, I don't...
Captain, I stand out here like a big, greasy thumb.
I have to go through 3
Welcome
checkpoints
to the
just
official
get the coffee
headquarters
break.
of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation. Of Polway Pharmaceuticals.
State your business. Please step away. Huh. I didn't realize we were still using those iridescent stickers. I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry 32B form. Each weapon will need a separate... I'm not authorized to... Now, let's see. You don't have to be Look, you don't have time to wait on new forms. and I can't afford the citations for impeding HAC business. So I'm gonna just know.
Don't worry, boss. I got a plan.
Felix.
Wow, nice work.
One person gets all this space. Just to sign papers all day?
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
That was all a story, wasn't it? It's...
Board Zone headquarters.
Welcome
Or as I
to
like to call it, Jackass Central.
board. Today's greeting is brought to you by...
You don't.
Apologies for the wait. Personalist. Ah. Will there... Excuse me, just a moment. I beg your pardon, Minister Clark's former office... I suppose... Excuse me, just a moment. What? Oh dear.
One person gets all this space. Just to sign papers all day?
How may I be...
Hushing up.
Aggressive.
You're cleared. Go on through.
I think I'm gonna start taking my lunches out of the city. That one downstairs is still in the cafeteria.
That scientist? The one who...
Not so fast.
What level clearing?
Basically... I don't know how you got that, but I still don't know you, and I don't have...
Someone's coming. No visitors.
Heads up!
What? Oh no. You must be from Chairman Rockwell's office. Please.
Saw something. No visitors. Huh?
Jackass!
A UDL security attendant is always prepared.
Nice and quick.
Great work. What's this I hear about you ordering more tests performed with sample 4157? That batch failed spectacularly.
I saw a variance in the results that we never accounted for, so I had the techs run the trial again. And the results?
What? Huh? Wrong, Rick. No. Let me. We. Just. I wish I could do that.
Got your paperwork squared away? Huh? What? No. What? We.
What?
Huh?
Something's not right.
Hey, you!
Watch out!
Listen up.
Ah!
If you don't, you have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. I'm glad to hear that. I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. When you cut off power to Edgewater, you saved me a great deal of trouble. Now I don't have to bother trying to save that town. All this happened because some Not always. You should be... You haven't exactly... We raised security. You have something I want. There's exactly one vessel in all of... He has a... You are making...
Adjutant Akande. Now arriving at Phineas's top-secret orbital lab.
I've kept myself busy in your absence. All I need now... Human test subjects. Thank you. You've brought me enough chemicals to get started. Those poor people, they... You say the board's trying to freeze some out? I know! The board... Oh, I always knew Halcyon... That's... Do you Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting... Do you know what's waiting for the board? We need... Merciful gibbering law! You're a... We bring the... Yes. If...
I don't...
Yes. You'll... What? I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board...
Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his... Welcome. How can I... May... We have arrived at the... I need you to reroute power. You'll have... If your calculation for the sun... Forget... I...
That ought to do her, Captain.
You know, when they posted us here, I told them there wasn't any point. Nobody shows how much I know. Get out of here on your own.
Hey, you got...
You know, ugh. All right,
We gotta talk about this. It's all in the wrist. You hear about Edgewater? Damn pirates are screwing us all. What? Keep your eyes on this.
Great work.
System beginning security within error. Error.
Wow, nice work.
Clinic sweeping. Error. Error.
These were the private quarters of the Hope's former crew. Shall we hold a moment of silence for the dearly departed? No? That's odd, because my programming would indicate that when forced to confront the idea of self-death, organics prefer... Oh, I see. Yes, never mind.
I don't know if we should be in here. I don't want any trouble out of you. Soldier? Hold it.
Here they come!
You're not for... Huh? Hold it. Just... I don't know.
Hey, boss. I've been thinking.
wonder what Junlai's up to. Ready when you are.
Can you hear me, Captain? I have successfully integrated myself into... I see you've located the stasis chambers. Which pod were you slumbering in for so long, Captain? The missing one, I take it?
Am I the only one who wants to scratch my name on one of those pods? Yeah, I figured.
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious as to... Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do. Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the... and also potentially... I mean...
We gotta talk about this.
That's the Hope's computer. We're ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake... Probably not, but don't let that stop you. Searching. Please stand by. Ah, found... Are you sure that... and also potentially kill an entire planet? How is my humor now, Captain? Jump-starting the skip drive. Destination set to the rings of Terra...
Worst ways to go out, I suppose. It's nice.
Doing it.
ADA, does your captain seriously intend to do a micro jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict?
That is what my captain...
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero-Point Drives Corp and I will not be held...
Yes.
You should not be doing this.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain... Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
Hey, we made it. Let's do it. Again.
You hear about Edgewater? Damn pirate.
Heads up, boss!
Remember, not to freeze on cover.
Lawbreaker!
want any trouble out.
Got it. Heads down. All right, hushing up.
Jackass is incoming!
Staying out of sight. Shh, easy now.
Captain, I am receiving a transmission from Dr. Well. Captain, I shall now play the...
The board is here. They found me somehow. They're about... I can't stop. The board...
It would... How could... Help. We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece.
What? Looking for a friend? What? Something's not...
All in the wrist.
Matrix on.
So then I told him, "Oh, Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for our maximum security, I believe..."
Phineas, locked up in Tartarus? We cannot let this stand.
I'm not one for pointless heroism, but the board's gonna be after us next.
I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's...
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors.
If you really mean to do...
It's the craziest, and I mean...
You didn't hire me to...
I think it's insane. I know.
You're...
Let's set... If we don't make it...
Got my trust.
Count.
Command.
Waiting. I am pleased to inform you that we have a... Please... I can make the assurance that I will not leave with another... Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. You are hereby I'm sorry, you people? Did you just cast a generalized... You're up... Huh? I just couldn't... Anyway, wait.
How can I...
The captain did right by us once. Now it's ours. The board will never hold Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, my guy.
Dump the body from the rest of the garbage. Somebody toss them.
What's that noise?
That man's captain.
How long we lasted on the surface?
This might be the loneliest place in the whole system. Let's look around. There's gotta be a few ways through here.
This is what the board wants. Every worker in house is stuffed into one.
Let's go, troops. Stellar base counting on us. Right by us.
What was that?
The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, my guy. Right by us. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. The captain did right by us. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, my guy. Captain did right by us. Now it's our turn. We'll never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Margot. Garbage on the air.
Hit the target!
I'll fix you right up!
Hey, Bob! Watch this! I need cover! Hold up! Toss ball, King!
Here goes nothing!
Everyone all right?
I see you there! Sorry!
Where are we headed?
Can't let you take all the glory here, bounty hunter.
Prison has the bars. A storm like that guard the gates.
They say nobody's ever broken out of the labyrinth. Didn't say nothing about breaking in, though.
Let's look around. There's gotta be a few ways.
I'll fix you right up!
Hey, Bob! Watch this! You like that? Go up, Felix!
Beginning security control.
You got it, Captain!
High time to shine! They're over!
go!
Gotta reload!
No, poor buddy!
Wait.
Next up, jackass!
Let's go, troops. Stellar base counting on us.
Gonna sell your shit for beer money! Watch this! On the bill!
Roll together.
Score one for Felix! Asshole!
right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight!
Wait to punch for the ammo.
I deserve it.
Felix! And the crowd goes wild!
Well, look... I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. And I see you've brought the kid along. Babysitters may be expensive, but they're worth it, you know.
Yeah, keep talking.
The captain's treated me right.
When... Haven't you heard? Phineas is working for us now. It took some doing, but employing an efficient management strategy of putting our guns to his head seems to have done the trick. Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle. Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve... I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society? I'm making... That's because you don't think ahead. Phineas is counterproductive. We... I'll admit, there's no shortage of talent in the scientists and engineers there. Look, I'm not an unreasonable man. If you manage to storm the castle, as it were, and make it out of here with Phineas alive, I can't exactly afford more havoc than you've already caused. Fine. If you survive, you...
Are you out of your mind? Rockwell's the biggest monster in Halcyon. You got any idea how many... I've had enough. You even think about cooperating with this animal? Uh-huh. Stick it where the stars don't shine.
You know, you're a stronger captain than I gave you credit for. I've got work to do. Having... We... We'll...
Everyone all right? Looks like your path's at an end.
feeling shit, are you? Because I'm not.
Captain, you've disrupted. Typical. Running your mouth in the middle of a crisis. I should have... Leaving you alive was my greatest mistake. I have Dr. Wells in my custody. Once I've secured his cooperation... In that, leave. I had a... This prison is equipped with an... And don't worry. I will inform...
Nicely done.
Jackass is incoming! Here I come!
Here goes nothing!
Why won't you just...
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough. I know, my friend, I know. And now it's... You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us. I would like nothing more than to say... Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. 2 years ago, the Earth's directorate's
Hold on, Doc. Are you telling me the Earth went dark 3 years ago?
They've been incredible.
You mean...
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own. Yes. Yes. Thank... Yes. We must begin the We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job. When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who's... You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this... We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our future...
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took Sublight Salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever. Time would tell if her replacement could keep the Sublight family together. The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide McDevitt's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away and likely died of starvation. Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town. Adelaide McDevitt refused to cooperate with the ongoing effort to save Halcyon from collapse. A sympathetic deserter stole a copy of her research and delivered it to the Hope's scientists. It is unclear how useful Adelaide's research was. An optimistic estimate suggests her work may have bought Halcyon another few years of survival. Adelaide would never know. She died that winter. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers, schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Even the Gorgon asteroid, though a distant enigma to most of Halcyon, felt the aftershocks of your actions. The Gorgon Project created divisions among Wells' newly awakened scientists. Many wanted to let the facility and its failures rot, but others saw an opportunity to improve the work of the original scientists, and perhaps the lives of Halcyon's masses. Minnie Ambrose made a compelling case for the benefits of an improved Adrenatime formula, one that could reinvigorate Halcyon's exhausted, malnourished workforce as they fought for survival in a new and uncertain world. She led the project, committed to reasonable schedules and honest reporting. In spite of everything, the Gorgon asteroid remained a sobering reminder of the potential for progress and disaster in humanity's most ambitious efforts. The Rizzo's company in Halcyon dissolved after the collapse of the board. Needless to say, the launch of Spectrum Brown was indefinitely delayed. A stockpile of Spectrum Brown remains buried deep beneath the ruins of the old distillery, abandoned to time and attrition. Ruth Bellamy never forgot the words you said to her. She coped with Belinda's death by committing to live in a way that would make her sister proud. When the remnants of the colony banded together, Ruth Bellamy was there to help. She devoted her remaining years and resources to saving the colony. Years later, when the worst of the crisis had passed, Aetherways returned to Halcyon's culture. An aging Ruth Bellamy tried her hand at directing. Her first Aetherwave drama was dedicated to the memory of Belinda Bellamy and to her old friend, Captain of the Unreliable. The dissolution of the board did not mean the dissolution of the ambitions of Cedric Kincannon, the charismatic leader of Sublight Underground. Cedric offered Slug's transportation services to the newly thawed colonists and set to work ferrying resources and food wherever they were most needed. For better or worse, slug headgear became fashionable in the following years. As the board began to disintegrate, Spencer Woolrich found himself at a crossroads. Cling to what little stardom remained to him, or help usher Halcyon into its new future. To the surprise of many, perhaps himself most of all, Spencer chose the latter option. Having learned a variety of different skills in the many different roles played throughout his lengthy career, Spencer founded a radio serial dedicated to staying alive despite the odds. His subjects included how to survive violent encounters with only grazing wounds, dispense pithy one-liners for tense scenarios, and, of course, how to look good doing both. After a brief attempt at dating Helen as one person rather than two, which both Bertie and Helen found too strange, Bertie struck out on his own to try his hand at raising woolly cows. Many of his former Rangers teammates soon followed, accompanied by the woolly cow the team had originally plied with alcohol. The dairy farm thrived under Bertie's leadership and care. The Dairy Rangers privately believed that the woolly cows softened Bertie's temper considerably, although the only one brave enough to say this to his face was promptly headbutted. Due to the board's dissolution, many of the Prophet's old customers no longer found quite the same value in productivity seminars that they once had. With her business drying up, the Prophet chose to take her followers down a new path. Months later, salvagers on Eridanos found clues leading them to a seemingly abandoned bunker out in the wilderness. Inside, they discovered horribly mangled corpses, sacrificed to a blood-scrawled portrait of a sprat-headed deity. The Prophet was not among the bodies. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name, and in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.